floor leader. If there's a better guard in this whole area, I'd sure like to know who it is. And I don't care if he's 6'6" or...
will be lead first against Mark Smith. Smith, of course, from Kokomo. The referees, I'm not sure what they're waiting on. I think they're waiting on... There's the whistle. Now we're ready. There's the tip. It's controlled by Kokomo. Handling the ball will be Brian Hogan. Hogan will bring the ball across the 10-second line. Go to the right side of the floor. Still with the ball. It's Hogan holding the ball high over his head. He nearly travels. Passes underneath to Mitchell. Mitchell turns and pumps. It's good. Matt Mitchell, first 2 points supplied by the Wildcats. Hall will bring the ball up the left-hand side of the floor. Across the timeline. Still on the dribble. Greg Hall over to Brad Dickey. Dickey stops at the top of the free throw circle. Throws the ball away. Loose ball picked up by Hogan. Hogan brings the ball up the right side. Stops and pumps. It's no good. Rebounded by Kokomo up and in. And it's Matt Mitchell, the scorer, 4-0. 2 quick buckets by Kokomo. Kelly Williams with the ball. Full court zone pressure being applied by Kokomo. Williams trying to get the ball across the 10-second line. Finally up to Dickey. Dickey shoots from the free throw line. It's no good. Rebounded by Kearns. He puts it up and in.
Nice rebound by Dave.
In the first quarter, Kokomo with a 2-point lead. On the dribble, it's Brian Reeves. Reeves across the 10-second line to the right-hand side. Holding the ball high over his head, Brian Hogan. Hogan over to the middleman, Smith. Smith guarded by Kurtz. Back out front it comes, and it's Reeves with the ball. To the left side it goes to Wilson. Wilson gets the ball underneath. Mitchell, back out front it comes to Reeves. Tipton in the typical man-to-man defense. Reeves on the dribble down in the corner, looking for some help. Hounded by Greg Hall. Back out front it comes to Wilson. Wilson on the dribble across the floor. Over to Hogan. Hogan gets the ball underneath to Mitchell. He turns and pumps and hits.
Nice turnaround jump shot there for number 34, Mitchell. Kokomo, Dave's coming out in a 1-2-2 zone press after they score.
Nice movement up the floor, and bucket good. Give the assist to Dickey. The bucket by Dickey.
Up the middle.
Hurst, left-handed shooter. Free throws up, no good. 5 for the rebound, pulled down by Kelly Williams at Tipton. Out to Brad Dickey and the Blue Devils. An opportunity to score 4 on this set of plays. Hall with the ball on the right wing. Down in the corner it comes to Williams. Williams back out front to Hall. Hall fakes one way. Now dribbles to the middle of the floor to Dickey on the left wing. Brad looking for some help. Out to Hall. Hall fakes the shot again. Goes over to Williams in the left wing. Back to Hall. Kokomo playing his own defense. Dickey with a shot from the baseline. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Brian Baird. Good hustle out to Williams. It's good. Kelly Williams with 2.
Nice hustle by Baird. You got to give him credit for that basketball. He got the loose ball on the floor, got it back to Kelly for the shot from the baseline.
6-6 to score. 5:36 remaining in the first quarter. Kokomo with the ball. Handing the ball, Mike Wilson down the left wing. Alley-oops it underneath to Mitchell. Mitchell puts it up, and it's good, and he's fouled. That's points, and he has an opportunity for the 9th. Free throws in the air, too hard. Rebounded by Kelly Williams. Tipton hitting the boards pretty decent compared to the first 2 contests. Up the floor quickly. Come the Blue Devils. First of the ball out to Greg Hall. From the wing, it's no good. Fight for the rebound. Brian Baird nearly fouled him. Pulled down by Hogan. He brings the ball up the floor. It's up to Mitchell. It's up and in. Matt Mitchell, 10 points. And the score is 10-6. Kokomo with a 4-point lead. And the Wildcats kick the ball.
On defense, you got to have the whole team getting back, and they were late. They were late getting back.
Tipton up the floor. It's full court press, and they throw the ball
out of bounds. They're going to a zone press. It's a 1-2-1-1 zone press. Falling back to a 2-3 or 1-3-1 zone press. So press defense.
Brian Reeves with the ball for Kokomo. Kicks it back out front to Wilson. Wilson on the dribble. 4:46 remaining in the first quarter. 4-point lead for Kokomo, and the Wildcats with the ball. Ball stolen by Brad Dickey of Tipton. The Blue Devils now on the break. Up the floor quickly, and Dickey's going to be called for double dribble. That ball was knocked out of his hand. Reed the ball. Looking for some help. On to alley-oop into Mitchell. Mitchell gets the ball finally at the right side of the free throw lane. Back out front it comes to Reeves. Reeves being guarded by Hall. Goes to the right-hand side to Hogan. Hogan gets the ball underneath to Mitchell, and he puts it up and in. Matt Mitchell.
Having a lot of trouble with Mitchell. He took Dave Kirst on the baseline that time and made a beautiful move.
Hall brings the ball up the floor quickly. Nice pass to Kirst, and the Blue Devils score again. Kirst with 6 points.
They handle the zone press very well that time. If they get the ball in the middle of the floor, they're going to do a good job and be able to score against the press.
Hopefully they'll break this press. 12-8 to score. Kokomo with a 4-point lead. A couple more substitutes about to come in. Alley-oops it inside. Shot from the outside by Louderball, and it's good. Down Don Louderball. His first 2 points. First 2 points by anybody other than Mitchell. And the Blue Devils throw the ball away, and it's picked up, loose ball by Hogan. He puts it up, no good. The ball knocked out of bounds by Kokomo, and it's going to be tipped.
Let's see if they can bust it this time, Dave.
Matt Johnson comes in for Kokomo, and Wes Griffin's in for Tipton. Hall brings the ball up the floor quickly, all by himself, down in the corner to Kirst. He'll shoot, and it's too long. No good on the bucket, rebounded by Kokomo. Kokomo, a much taller team than Tipton at this point. Up the floor come the Wildcats. 14-8 to score. 3:14 remaining in the first quarter. Should be 3 seconds. Mitchell turns and shoots. No good. Rebounded by Kirst.
Nice strong rebound by Dave Kirst that time.
Here come the Blue Devils. Hall on the dribble, going to the right-hand side of the floor, and he's fouled. And it should be a foul on number 22. The young man just entered the game. Another sheer block of Tipton. Hall setting up the offense. He goes to the right-hand side of the floor. Down to Dickey in the corner. Brad wants to shoot. Passes back out to Hall. Down the left-hand side to Williams. Down in the corner to Kirst. Down the baseline comes Dickey. Kokomo playing a 2-3 defense. Shot underneath by Griffin. No good. Fight for the rebound. Pulled down by Kelly Williams. Kicks it out to Hall. Out to Dickey. Brad looks to the middle, and he throws the ball away. It's tipped around. Finally picked up by Kokomo.
Yeah, Kokomo is playing, actually, they're falling back in a 1-3-1 defense after the press. And Tipton's tried to overload the zone defense on the baseline. They're going to be okay against this zone as long as they take their time. They're playing too fast tempo of a game right now.
Matt Johnson with the ball. The left-hand side, it comes to Louderball. Back out front, it comes to Johnson. Johnson trying to set up this offense. Goes to the right to Hogan. Hogan looking for Mitchell underneath, and he finds him, gets the ball. And there's going to be an offensive foul on number 34, Matt Mitchell. Goes over to Dick on the left wing. Brad with the ball, back over to Greg. Pump it, Greg. Nope, he drives. Passes over to Dickey. Dickey in the left wing. Shoots. It's good. Brad Dickey's first two.
Nice ball movement that time, bringing the ball to the wing, back to the point, and back to the wing where Brad got his fairly uncontested shot there. Nice play.
14-10 the score. Kokomo with a 4-point lead. 1:40 remaining in the first quarter. The ball being handled by Johnson. Goes to the left-hand side to Wilson. Wilson has the ball stolen. Stolen back by Johnson, and there's going to be a foul, and it's going to be on Brad Hogan. Hogan into Reeves, and here comes the Kokomo Wildcats. 14-10 still the score. A minute and a half left in the first quarter. Pretty evenly played game, although Kokomo has had the upper hand.
Tipton has changed to a zone defense now. It's a little bit of a matchup zone. They did that at the out-of-bounds play. I don't know if they're going to stay with it or not, but they are in a matchup zone defense.
Handling the ball is Louderball. Looking for some help. Gets the man to ball to Smith. Smith shoots. It's good.
Very nice soft touch by number 55, Smith.
Mark Smith puts Kokomo ahead 16-10. That should be a reach.
Before the season's over.
Hall brings the ball up the floor, across the middle of the floor, looking to the right-hand side of the floor. 56 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. Blue Devils down by 6. Hall with a dribble to the top of the key to the left wing to Dickey, back down to Griffin. Hall down in the corner, in the left corner, dribbles back out front to Dickey, across the floor to Staley. 43 seconds left on the clock. Doug passes over to Leroy. Johnson gets the ball down the baseline to Dickey. Dickey fakes the shots, double team, throws it back out to Staley. Doug Staley holding the ball over his head, over to Greg Hall. Hall on the left-hand side of the floor. Down in the corner to Staley, back out to Hall, over to Dickey. 26 seconds left on the clock. Doug Staley with the ball. They're evidently playing for this last shot. Down to 20 seconds. Dick Hall with the ball to Dickey. Down to Hall. Down to 17 seconds. Dickey with a shot from outside. It's good.
Very nice ball movement. They took their time, Dave, and that's what they're going to have to do tonight. They're going to have to take their fast breaks when they get them, but if they don't have the fast break, then they've got to be patient. They've got to take their time.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Kokomo with the ball, and they throw it out of bounds with 1 second on the clock. A behind-the-back pass by Mike Wilson goes out of bounds. Ball into...
Kokomo changing back and forth between a 2-3 and a 1-3-1 zone.
Greg Hall with a dribble goes to the left-hand side of the floor to Dickey. Dickey out high, over to Griffin in the corner, back down to Greg Hall, way down in the corner. Out front it comes to Dickey, back to Hall. Hall trying to get the ball underneath. They finally do to Leroy. Leroy turns and shoots, no good. Right over the top of the rim. Picked up by Kokomo, and here come the Wildcats. Up the floor comes Reeves on the dribble, and they alley-oop it inside. Good deep. In the second quarter, they throw the ball underneath. There should be a travel, and it is. And it's going to be Tipton's ball, violation or turnover on the Kokomo Wildcats. Tom, I got to warn you, I do a lot of refereeing up here.
That's okay, Dave. You're always a great referee. I can remember that well.
Bailey with the ball in the corner, back out to Hall. Hall shoots. It's going to be short. Rebounded by Wes Griffin, and a rebound on Kokomo.
He's going to do a good job for him this year. Nice soft touch.
Griffin's first free throw attempt is good. First point of the second quarter. The score now 16-13. 3-point edge for the Wildcats of Kokomo.
I already like what I see from number 34, Leroy Johnson. He's really working hard out there so far tonight, and I think that's a key for Leroy. He can be just as good as he wants to be.
Second free throw is good by Griffin. 16-14 the score, 7:17 remaining here in the second quarter. Bringing the ball up the floor, it's Brian Reeves. Reeves goes to the right-hand side of the floor, goes to baseline, stops, pumps, it's good.
Tipton went back to straight man-to-man defense there, and they got caught up on a little pick-and-roll play there.
Blue Devils with the ball. Greg Hall on the dribble, the right-hand side of the floor. Passes it to the left to Dickey. Dickey back to Hall. Greg trying to get the ball inside. To Staley in the corner, back out to Hall. Greg at the free throw line. Now goes the left-hand side of the floor to Dickey. Dickey back to Hall. Greg takes one away and passes it back to Brad. Back over to Greg. And he'll drop back and set up the offense. Hall to Dickey on the left side. Trying to get the ball underneath to Griffin. Out to Leroy Johnson, out to Hall. Over to Staley. Doug will shoot from the right side. It's no good. Rebounded by Leroy. No good on the rebound. Fight for the rebound, pulled down by Smith at Kokomo. Just a little short on the shot. Up the floor quickly comes the Kokomo Wildcats on the layup. It's number 32, Brian Hogan.
Once again, Tipton was slow getting back on the against the fast break that time. They've got to get back and get back fast whenever they lose the ball to a rebound or a turnover.
Hall with the ball. The top of the key to the left-hand side to Dickey. Brad trying to get the ball underneath. Not much penetration by the Tipton offense. Out front it comes to Dickey. They don't hit their outside shots. It's going to be a long night. They get it underneath to Griffin. West, nice move. West
Very
Griffin.
nice soft touch by the big kid.
4 points for West Griffin. All of them here in the second quarter. The score now 20-16. 5:47 remaining in the second quarter. 4-point edge for Kokomo, and the Wildcats have the ball. Reeves on the dribble. To the right-hand side, it's Hogan. Hogan gets the ball underneath to Smith. He turns and shoots. No good. Rebounded by Brad Dickey. And here come the Blue Devils up the floor quickly. They're running. Knock the ball loose, and there's a foul.
Just show a little more poise than maybe I saw the first game of the year.
Pat Markle enters the contest for Kokomo, and Dickey misses the first free throw. Rebounded by Kokomo, and here come the Wildcats. Kokomo with the ball. Clear across the floor. Goes the pass. Being handled by Hogan. Hogan drives the middle. Shoots. It's no good. Leroy pulls it down, and there's a foul.
Hogan back in the
Leroy hits his first free throw. Has an opportunity for a second. 20-17 to score. 5:21 remaining in the second quarter. Kokomo going non-broadcast. 101-107.
Those big guys, West Griffin and Leroy Johnson, big fast touch in the shot. They do a good job at the free throw line. You like to see that with the big guys, because they're quite often going to get fouled and lose the basket.
Free throw, the lead now down to 2 points. 20-18. Those are Leroy's first 2 points of the contest. Second quarter, Kokomo with the ball and a 2-point lead. Handling the ball is Brian Reeves, he stops and shoots. It's good. Brian Reeves, 4 points on the evening. Both up, all 4 points here in the second quarter, 22-18. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Tipton with the ball. Ball goes to the left-hand side of the floor. Picks up the dribble, passes to Dickey, goes to Staley on the right side, back out to Brad. Brad over to Hall, knocked out of bounds. Tipton will retain. Woods with the ball, gets the ball to Dickey on the right wing. Back to Woods. Woods goes to the middle. Passes to Staley on the left side. Back over to Scott. Scott trying to get the ball inside. His kick. It's going to be Tipton's ball underneath.
Pushing that ball inside. Looking for Griffin. Looking for Johnson. That's good.
Woods with the ball. Trying to throw the ball. Nearly stolen. And Woods picks up the loose ball. He's double teamed. He's in trouble. Ball knocked away. Picked up by Dickey. Throw the ball to Griffin down the corner. He's on the baseline looking for help. He's going to turn and shoot. Go in and out. Rebounded by Leroy. There's a foul. He's fouled on the rebound on the attempted bucket. He was fouled in the act of shooting. The first one's good. Leroy 3 for 3 from the line. The score now 22-19. 3-point edge. Re-entering the contest for Tipton, David Kirst and Greg Hall. Sitting down Wes Griffin and Brad Dickey.
Ken is doing a nice job rotating his players, trying to keep everybody fresh. And I think this will probably pay off before the end of the contest.
Leroy hits his second. Kokomo now with a 2-point lead. Leroy has 4 points, 4:13 remaining in the second quarter. 22-20 the score. Kokomo, ball being handled by Mike Wilson. Wilson gets the ball over to Marshall. And there's a whistle underneath. Too much
zone defense in the out-of-bounds play. They're going to be in their matchup zone here.
Shot from deep in the corner by Wilson of Kokomo is good.
Well covered, but yet he hit it, and that was a
Good. Very aggressive play by sophomore Dave Kirst.
As they brought the ball back out from the baseline, used a power shot underneath. Nice pass by Greg Hall. That's another assist.
24-22. That is just the second field goal by the Blue Devils here in the second quarter, but they also have 6 free throws. Kokomo with a 2-point lead in the ball. Ball being handled by Markle. Goes to the left-hand side of the floor. Reeves now with the ball. Gets the ball underneath. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Leroy Johnson. Here come the Blue Devils. Fast break. David Curtis on the layup. Good.
Great pass by Greg Hall, and it was a very fine defensive play by Leroy Johnson, who blocked the shot, got the rebound, got the ball to Hall, who threw it to Kirsch for the fast break basket. Looked good.
Score tied at 24. 3:05 remaining in the second quarter. That's 10 points for Dave Kirsch so far. And here's a foul underneath. Kelly Williams. Kirsch has 10 points. Kokomo with the ball. Down in the corner. Shot is up. It's good. And the bucket by Brian Hogan. That's his second field goal.
Kokomo did a nice job reversing the ball that time. They picked the baseline, and they're a very good outside shooting team that I've seen so far, anyhow.
Tipton with the ball. Greg Hall gets it to Williams on the right wing. Back out front to Greg. Greg dribbles the middle. Stops. Passes it back out to Scotty Wood. Scott with the ball to the right side again to Williams. Williams trying to get the ball into Leroy underneath. Goes to Williams on the right side. Back to Scotty Wood. Scott with the ball. Gets the ball underneath to Leroy. Right off his hands. Right into Kokomo's. And here come the Wildcats. Fast break. Layup is up. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Pulled down by Kokomo. They put it up and in. Mike Wilson on the rebound bucket.
Excellent offensive rebound by Wilson.
4 points for Wilson. The lead now back to 4 points. Kokomo 28-24. Nice drive by Mike Hall. Fight for the rebound. Up. It's no good. Rebounded by Johnson. It's no good. Into the contest for Tipton is Brad Dickey as Scott Wood sits down. Leroy's now 5 for 5. Keep it up. It's the second free throw. 6 in a row for Leroy. 28-26. 2:05 remaining in the second quarter. Kokomo with a 2-point lead. The score has been tied once, but Kokomo's had the upper hand throughout the ball game at this point. Wildcats with the ball. Wilson trying to get the ball underneath. He's being guarded by Dickey. He drives the baseline. Stops. He's double teamed now. Gets the ball. Nearly stolen.
Johnson.
Picked up by Hogan. They get the ball underneath to Smith. He puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Doug Staley. And here come the Blue Devils. Again, a chance to tie the score. Greg Hall goes to the middle. Passes off to Dickey. Brad drives. Passes it off underneath to Staley. No good. He's too far under. Fight for the rebound. Leroy down on the floor. Has the ball. Jump ball. But good hustle by the floor.
Doug had a good shot, and he would have hit that shot 90% of the time. It just fell off the rim.
Just a little bit too far under. Hall steals the ball. No, he doesn't. Loses it. Picked up by Kokomo. Greg Hall nearly steals the ball. Wilson shoots on the far end of the floor. No good. Fight for the rebound, and there's a shot. With 1:16 remaining in the second quarter. First free throw attempt by Smith is up and good. Mark Smith, that is
like a sophomore, but he's sure got a lot of talent out there, and he's going to be a nice ball player before this season's over. You can bet on it.
Second free throw is good. 30-26 to score.
Kokomo switching to a 1-2-2 zone now. They're really changing their defense around, trying to confuse Tipton. Tipton just needs to be patient. They're going to be okay.
Hall with the ball. Clear down in the corner to Brad Dickey. He fakes the shot, brings it back out front to Williams. Kelly over to Greg Hall.
Great pass.
Underneath the Leroy. Up and in!
Outstanding pass by probably the best ball handler passer in this part of the state, and that's Greg Hall. What a great pass to Leroy Johnson.
Leroy put it up. Nice shot by Johnson. 30-28, 44 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Kokomo with a 2-point lead, and the Wildcats with the ball. Handling the ball is Hogan. Hogan gets the ball across the floor to Mitchell. And it looks like Kokomo will play for a last shot. 33 seconds remaining. Ball being handled by Wilson. Wilson drives to the center, dribbles back out front. Still with the ball being handled by Greg Hall. Ball over to Smith. Smith all alone, but decides not to drive. Passes back out front. Time down to 19 seconds. Ball being handled by number 12, Reeves now. Reeves goes to the right side. Picked up by Leroy Johnson. Passes it back out front to Wilson. Down to 7 seconds. Wilson shoots. No good. Rebounded by Staley. Oh! And Hall with the ball. 3, 2. Greg with the ball. Shoots it up. It's short.
I tell you, he...
Kokomo 30. Tipton 20. Back another way. Kokomo leading 30-28. The Wildcats have the ball. Stops from the outside by Kokomo. No good. 5 rebound. Out of bounds. Hits the ball.
Nice job by Brian Bear.
This ball gets called Kelly Williams at the floor to Dickey. Now it's 3-on-3. Dickey will stop and pump to the right side. Back shot by Brad.
Right, they broke the press nicely there, but Brad was a little bit hasty on his shot.
Kokomo with the rebound with the ball. Up the floor they come quickly. On the left-hand side. Ball being handled by Reed. Reed backing it down to Kokomo. Kokomo has the ball underneath. It's Bowen. Good defense by the Blue Devils. Up the floor quickly. It's Greg Hall. Hall on the layup. Get in there. He's fouled. It's no good.
Nice defense by Gabe Kirk. Greg Hall took the ball, fast break, and move inside. He saw the foul. I thought the ball got to the short. The funny thing and caused the field. Greg Hall hit for the
Hall hits the first free throw. And that's... Kokomo with the ball. Blue Devils get the turnover. Something now stops the corner. Kokomo with the ball. Right hand side. Ball being handled by Hogan. Shot up underneath by Smith.
very nice move. Nice move of the sophomore Smith. Takes the ball real directly to the basket.
3-point lead again for Kokomo. Tipton breaks the press. Takes to the ball. He's fouled. Passing back out front to Hall. Kokomo fans in the first battle. They get it. Kicking on the right side. Started by Wilson. Taking help. Back out front to Hall. Greg on the dribble. The left-hand dribble goes over to Kelly Williams in the left wing. Kelly dribbles once and passes back out front to Dickie with the ball. Backs into his defensive man. Passes to Hall on the right side. He alley-oops it inside to Kurtz. Kurtz will turn and shoot. No good.
Nice move.
Nice rebound. Pulled down by Kelly Williams. Kelly gets it out to Hall. Hall will drive the middle. Pass it back to Kelly. Kelly stops from the left wing. Good. Kelly Williams.
Nice pass by Greg Hall again. We should note at this time that Kokomo has switched to a man-to-man defense to see if they can control Tipton's offense.
Hall steals the ball from Kokomo. And Hall now gives Tipton the ball with a score tied at 32. And son of a gun, he throws it away. Throws it across the floor out of bounds.
Yeah, Greg stole the ball, and then he picked up his dribble. Had nobody to throw it to. Nobody was able to get themselves free for his pass. And unfortunately, the ball went out of bounds. Kokomo has it back.
Kokomo with the ball. Ball being handled by Reeves. Goes to Wilson on the left wing. Wilson dribbles once, passes over to Smith. Smith nearly loses the handle. Hall all over him. Knocks the ball away and picks it up. He gets the ball to Dickey. Dickey one-on-one. Fast break layup. Good.
Very nice move. Once again, a very fine play by Greg Hall. He stole the ball, gave the assist pass to Brad Dickey.
Tipton takes the first lead of the evening. 34 to 32. 5:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Reeves with the ball.
There's a ball missed. How about a travel?
They call a foul.
I think we got a foul underneath.
I thought maybe they got him for traveling. The foul is on number 42, and that's Brian Baird. And that is Brian's first foul of the evening.
Well, that's the first time that they've been able to get that ball inside to Mitchell in a long time. And it's probably just as well that the foul was committed because I think he probably had an easy layup in there. So we have trouble.
Kokomo takes the ball out of bounds underneath their own bucket. Ball thrown in bounds to Louderbaugh, who just came in the contest, and they call a foul on Smith on elbowing, and I believe he and Brian Baird got a little something going underneath the bucket.
Brian Baird has the ability to get the guys goat a little bit. I think that's what happened there. And Smith, being a sophomore, let him have it with an elbow right in front of the official, and we have the ball.
And the lead, 34 to 32. Tipton with the ball in the lead. They throw the ball up the court, and Kelly Williams nearly thrown away, but Kelly picks it up. Kelly brings the ball across the timeline, down in the corner to Kurtz. Give and go. Williams underneath. Good! Kelly Williams, the old underhand scoop shot.
Very nice give and go situation. Yeah. I'm impressed with Kelly's maturity and poise out there, too, as a sophomore. That was a very nice throw by Kelly.
36-34, 4-point lead for the Tipton Blue Devils. 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. They get the ball underneath to Mitchell. Mitchell double team. He's in trouble. Back out front. Shot from the outside is good, and he's fouled. And the foul is on Kelly Williams. The bucket by number 32, Brian Hogan.
Right, yeah. The same thing is happening now. It happened in the first half. They're able to get the ball.
An excellent second quarter. Hopefully it'll continue. Free throw attempt by Hogan is good. That gives him 7 points on the evening. And the lead now 1 point for Tipton, 36-35. Greg Hall with the ball on the left side of the floor with the dribble. Man-to-man defense being played by Kokomo. They hand it off to Leroy Johnson. Leroy underneath the Kurtz. Kurtz dribbles in, loses it. Picked up by Leroy, up and in. Leroy Johnson.
Once again, heads up play by Johnson.
At the right time.
Made a nice pass inside. Ball was knocked away. Picked it up, put it back in.
Kokomo with the ball, bringing the ball up the floor. On the dribble, it's Reeves being hounded by Greg Hall across the 10-second line on the left-hand side of the floor. The ball goes to Louderbaugh. Foul ball drives the baseline underneath to Mitchell. Mitchell turns and pumps. It's good. An easy two for Matt Mitchell.
Dave Kirst once again got caught on the wrong side on defense. He's having some problems guarding 34. Possibly they're going to switch defensive assignments here and maybe put Johnson on Mitchell.
Brad Dickey drives the lane, shoots, misses, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good. Fight for the rebound, pulled down by Kokomo. Tipton with a 1-point lead, Kokomo with the ball, 4:06 remaining. Ball stolen by Greg Hall, good steal. Fast break by Hall, have a layup, it's up, it's good.
Once again, a very fine defensive play by Greg Hall. I want you to note on that basket, he's very ambidextrous. He made that shot with his right hand.
Hall with the layup, Tipton with a 3-point lead, and then Hall runs right over the top of Hogan as he set a pick for him, and Hall foul, so to say.
I knocked him down, but notice on the back. Greg's a fine sportsman-like player as well as being a very competitive player.
The first foul. There goes Bart Cardwell's going to go do it. That's what she needs to be doing, sweeping it.
He'll do a real fine job, I'm sure. That was a give.
Tipton Blue Devils, Kokomo with the ball at midcourt, taking the ball inbounds on the dribble. It's Hogan, gets the ball over to Reed. Reed being guarded by Hall, who's stolen the ball many times here starting the second half. Tipton with a 3-point lead at Memphis, 3:40 remaining. Wilson will shoot from the right side all alone. It's an easy two for Mike Wilson. Defensive breakdown for Tipton somewhere.
Yeah, we had trouble. We switched on that. We're very soft on the switch.
Hall throws the ball away, put up and in by Hogan on the steal, and Kokomo scores 2 quick buckets, and they take a 1-point lead. Up the floor comes Leroy Johnson on the dribble.
They get a line out if they can.
Get back to where they're playing very well.
Mitchell shoots and misses and gets up on the rebound. It's going to be a foul. I believe it's going to be on David Kirst, and if it is, that's his fourth.
Well, this is unfortunate because this could have gone either way.
Fight for the rebound resulted in a foul on Tipton. Tipton has a...
Time that they
Looks a little bit poised here against the press.
They throw the ball away. Kokomo has the ball out of bounds underneath their own bucket. Mark Smith re-enters the contest, the big center. And it's going to be the Wildcats ball, 41-40. Kokomo with a 1-point lead, 2:55 remaining in the third quarter. And Tipton, as Tom said, has somewhat lost their composure. Kokomo now with a chance to expand their lead to 3. Drive to the baseline is Hogan. He's going to turn, shoot, it's no good. Tipped up by Wilson, it's no good. Rebounded by Kirst.
Very aggressive by Dave Kirst.
The ball knocked away, and there's a foul. And it's on Hogan, and the Kokomo fans are furious.
Kokomo's been playing a very aggressive defense, and it's caused Tipton some trouble. And this particular time, a little bit too aggressive, and they did get caught for the foul out there. Maybe this will Tipton to settle down just a little bit.
Kirst come off the board, swinging his elbows, and the fans didn't like it, and they reached in and slapped the ball away from him and called a foul on Kokomo.
Offensive rebound by Leroy. But hey, look at the switch on that. The scoreboard is showing Brian Reed committed that foul number 12. That's his first foul. Johnson didn't make his first free throw.
Leroy now with 11 points, making 12. He's got a first. Kokomo is Hogan. That's back out front. Shot is up and it's good. The bucket by number 33, Steve Butler, who's just finished the contest. And Kokomo takes a 1-point edge.
Kokomo is changing the defense quite a bit. Right now they're in a face guard, man-to-man press. And it's really tough for Tipton to get the ball in bounds.
Dickey throws the ball to Hall. Back over to Dickey. Good play. Dickey gets the ball up the floor quickly. He throws it away.
They've got to take their time against the press. There's too much for a hurry out there. They use a little gimmick play to get the ball in bounds. And it put the people in the wrong position, and then they had trouble getting the ball down the floor.
Kokomo with the ball. Butler on the dribble across the timeline. Being counted by Greg Hall. Goes to the right hand side of the floor to Hogan. He shoots from way outside. It's good.
Hogan can shoot the ball, can he? He's
Yeah, man,
very
got a lot of
shooter from
confidence.
17 to 22, maybe not quite 17.
Greg Hall on the layup. Misses the layup on the fast break. And there's going to be a fight for the ball. And it's going to be a foul. And it's all travel on Kokomo.
Right.
Dickey and Hall converged on Hogan. They knocked the ball away. Kokomo fans looking for a foul. They call him for travel.
I think converge is probably a little bit too mild. There's no question about it. He had him a hammer lock on one side and kidney punch on the other, but you know, it's gonna, the calls are gonna go.
Back to Dickey. Dickey drives. Shoots it. No good. Fights the rebound. It's Staley pulling it down along with Hogan. And it's Tipton ball on the alternating possession. The break for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, they were not executing as well as we're capable of against the man-to-man. Our offense is too compacted in the keyhole area. Just have to be patient, spread our offense out, and you know, realize that we still.
Trying to get the ball in late. Gets an in-shot Woods.
Scott being guarded closely. Drives the baseline. Now he's stopped. He's in trouble. He throws the ball away. Kokomo's ball.
Once again, this very aggressive man-to-man defense of Kokomo is causing us a great deal of difficulties. If we just keep working and don't lose our poise, I think we'll be all right out here. But we need to have the little guy, Greg Hall, back in the ball game to handle the press.
60 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's to Wilson. Wilson drives and shoots. Easy bucket. He might have traveled, but he...
Great pass inside. I don't think he traveled. He made a nice move. It looked like travel. I don't think he did. I think he had his pivot foot planted.
Tipton almost throws the ball away, and you said it. Here comes Greg Hall back in, and Brad Dickey will sit down. Brad needs a rest. 47-42. 5-point edge for Kokomo. Tipton with the ball.
This has always been a hard press to master. It's a face guard press. They try not to let you have the ball in bounds. And once again, they stole the game.
Kokomo steals the ball. And again, Lauterball shoots from the outside. Is good.
Well, we need a timeout. Close to the quarter time, but we're...
Maybe just a hair out of hand.
Well, number 23, Mike Wilson on there. I don't know.
Biggest lead that the Wildcats have had, and just a few minutes ago, Tipton had a 1 or 2 point lead. First to the free throw, it's good. Dave will have a second opportunity.
Dave's got a lot better touch on his free throws this year than he did last year. I'm glad to see that he's improved in that category. That shows he's worked hard this summer. Very important thing to do in basketball.
First, dribbling the ball, the deep breath, bends the knee, shoots it, in and out.
That's about Dixon.
That's right. Rebounded by Wilson. And here comes Kokomo. 30 seconds left on the clock. 49-43. 6-point edge for the Wildcats. Handling the ball is Butler. Butler to the left-hand side to Hogan. Hogan back across the floor to Smiley. Smiley back to Butler. They spread their offense out. They'll play for one shot. Down to 17 seconds.
Scott Woods did a nice job on man-to-man defense out there. He's denying the pass. Did a real fine job on defense.
Kokomo still with the ball. Down to 8 seconds. And Kokomo throws the ball away.
That was the best defensive series Tipton's had in a long time, and particularly, as I mentioned, Scott Wood, number 20, denied the ball back to their good ball handler and forced him to throw the ball away. They got a chance for a shot here.
We'll take the last second shot. Greg Hall drives it to the floor. Stops and comes in there. Greg Hall hits one at the buzzer. The third quarter.
Good all the way, David.
49-45. Kokomo with a 4-point lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Nothing works harder than a Kubota B-Series tractor. B-Series models range from 12 to 19 horsepower, so there's one for every job, from the front yard to the back 40. And every Kubota B-Series tractor comes with a strong and efficient diesel engine.
Now Tipton by Dick getting the ball off Lauterball. Lauterball on the left-hand side of the floor gets the ball underneath Mitchell. Mitchell turns and shoots.
through there, you eventually got ball captured out to the control.
Tipton with the ball. Greg Hall on the dribble. Gets the ball to Dickey on the left wing. Brad trying to get the ball underneath the curve. Here comes the ball over Williams. Nope. Dickey's going to dribble in the middle of the floor and give it to Greg Hall. Greg will set up the offense. 7:21 left in the game. Left side to Kelly Williams, down to Dickey in the very nice. Underneath to Leroy Johnson, and Leroy Johnson.
That time we were very patient against the man-to-man. We got what we wanted. That's what we have to do. We have to take several passes, be patient, work the ball inside the big guy like we did there.
14 points for Johnson. Dickey with the ball, steals the ball. Steals it from Butler, gets the ball over to Hall. Easy layup, it's good.
Great defensive play by Brad Dickey. He came over and two-timed Greg Hall's man instead of calling Kokomo to take a timeout.
49 to score. 6:53 remaining in the game. We'll be back at.
They come with the big tractor features like a strong liquid cooled diesel engine and 3-point hitch. So get a.
I see some real maturity out there. We talked earlier about how young we were, and you got to quit thinking about how young you are. And I noticed Kelly Williams showed a lot of boys. He doesn't look like a sophomore. Right. He's playing like a junior, senior.
Kokomo drives the lane, shoots, misses, rebounded by Mitchell. It's up, no good. Fight for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Yes, it is. And it's going to be Kokomo's ball. Leroy Johnson trying to save it. Good hustle by Leroy, but Kokomo retains possession. Taking the ball out of bounds underneath their own bucket. Throwing the ball inbounds to be Butler. Butler gets into Mitchell. The ball going. Oh, and a foul on Kelly Williams.
Well, they called Kelly some weak side help reaching in on that. Also, besides Kelly, I see Dave Kerr showing a lot of maturity out there, and I, once again, don't think he looks like a sophomore. Something else interesting while waiting for this free throw. Every moment that I look down there close to the bench, I see Kathy Engel there. Up and cheering and cheering. What a great coach's right here.
Right. Kokomo will take the ball out of bounds. Top deep in the corner by Louderball is good. What a shot. Louderball, that is 6 points for him.
A long pass to Dave Kurtz with 2 points.
13 points for Kurtz. Score tied at 51. Bring the ball up the floor is Reeves for Kokomo. Reeves on the dribble being guarded by Williams. Right-hand side to Butler. Butler with the ball. Pass it back out front to Reeves. Reeves now on the dribble trying to get the ball underneath. Down to 6 minutes left in the game. Reeves gets the ball over to Wilson. Wilson guarded by Dickey. Throwing the ball high over his head. Drives the baseline. Stops and stops it. Nice bucket by Mike Wilson. 10 points for Wilson. Up the floor comes Tipton and knocks out a back. Tipton gets the ball in play quickly. Brad Dickey with the ball. He'll drive the middle and pumps on the free throw line. It's good. Brad Dickey with 2 points on the free throw line. 8 points for Brad. 53 to 53. 5 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the contest. Pull down by David Hurst. Hurst has played a good ball game, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Tipton.
Problem with the man-to-man press, and they did a lot better job against it.
They get the ball into Kelly Williams and Bassel.
Going free throw line, he could shoot.
He was shooting 2. 53 to 53 the score. 5:13 left in the contest, and he throws up a brick the first one. It's no good.
Well, what was that I was saying last free throw?
I know. He's hit 1. Now he's missed 2 in a row, buddy.
Yeah, he's going to be all right.
Dave has 13 points so far this evening.
He'll make this free throw.
Okay.
I promise you.
Okay. For Coke, second free throw by Kurtz is good.
Never a doubt.
Never a doubt. 14 points and a timeout. Nope. Substitution on the floor. Tipton with a 1-point lead, 54 to 53. 5:13 left in the game. Kokomo with the ball. Handling the ball is Reeves. Brian Reeves up the middle of the floor, being guarded by Hall. He goes to left-hand side to Louderball. Louderball drives the middle and is going to shoot. Shot is up. It's good. Williams shoots the right
Cement your face. We'll use red trim thinner and matrix hair product.
Leroy Johnson's out. They've got 3 guards in there. Dickey gets to bring the ball to the middle of the floor. After the shoots, it's good. Brad Dickey looks like he was passing, puts it up. And that gives Brad 10 points on the evening, 59-56.
Reeves picks it up.
And now Dickey reaches in, and there's going to be a foul on Brad Dickey.
No question now, Brad Dickey.
4 points on the evening.
Tipton has a
Shot is no good. Rebounded by Brad Dickey.
I was going to say, just before that shot, that Tipton had a bad rebounding disadvantage, but
yeah,
get the rebound anyhow.
First will shoot from the corner. It's no good. Rebounded by the smallest man on the floor, Scotty Woods, and a foul. Good hustle by Scott Woods.
Very nice hustle by the little guy. Yes, indeed. Went way up and got fouled.
The foul is up.
Nice job on defense there.
Leading to 1-1. First free throw, get no good. Rebounded by Kokomo. Still 3-point edge with 3 minutes left in the ballgame. 59-56.
Just a missed free throw in the man-to-man.
Hall with the ball. Gets the ball underneath. Mitchell back out front to Reeves. To the left side to Lauterball. He shoots no good. Got the rebound. Pulled down by Woods once again. Up the floor he comes. He's got the disadvantage. Dickey on the side. Brad Dickey.
Works to Brad Dickey to the right down the middle and lays the ball in.
1 point difference. 59-58. Full court pressure being applied by the Blue Devils. Up the floor.
Kokomo got their hurry to the long pass down court. Everybody, Tipton will have the ball out of bounds underneath the Kokomo basket.
2.5 minutes left in the game. Dickey will put the ball in play. They got to get the ball to Hall, I think.
Yes, they got to get him Greg Kim.
They finally do. Hall in trouble, looking for some help. He almost double dribbled, but they didn't call it. Hall up the floor. David Bird. They just... the timeline finally. They get the ball out to Reeves, the little quarterback. Reeves being guarded by Hall. Down to 2 minutes, 4 seconds left in the game. He gets the ball to the right side underneath the Hogan up to Mitchell. Mitchell double team, shoots, it's good.
That's his first basket for a long time, and
takes the lead again. At the free throw line is number 23, Mike Wilson. An opportunity to make a 3-point play. He misses it. Kokomo still has a 1-point edge. 1 minute, 36 seconds left in the game. Tipton with the ball. Greg Hall on the dribble.
Kokomo switched to a 2-3
zone. He's going to call a timeout. Leroy's going to be put in.
Items to enhance your home with savings up to 70%. Come in early for best selection. In Kokomo.
Man, they're stopping right.
There's a goaltender in there.
Greg Hall with the dribble. Tipton with the ball. They need a bucket. Dickey on the dribble now. Kokomo playing in 2-3 zone press. Tipton to the right hand side. That's the dribble. Back over to Kelly Williams. Kelly back over to Dickey. Dickey to the right hand side to Hall. Hall over to Dickey. He's very patient. Down to 59 seconds left in the game. Goes to the right-hand side of the floor to Greg Hall, and they're going to rearrange the offense. Dickey comes out front.
Tipton may be winning for one shot. Win or lose on one shot.
Dickey with the ball. They're going to set their own difference now, I guess. We're down to 42 seconds. Kenny Day yells some directions. Day talks to it. Hall.
Kelly Williams back out front to Hall.
20 seconds, 19 seconds left in the game. Kokomo has a 1-point lead. And Tipton calls another timeout with a score of 63-62. We'll take a 30-second. The ball out of bounds at midcourt over in front of the Tipton center block. The referee hands Brad the ball, and they get it to Greg Hall. We're down to 14 seconds. Hall on the dribble at the top of the free throw circle. Goes to the right side, gives the ball to Dickey. Down to 9 seconds. 8. Hall will shoot from deep in the corner. No good! Fights the rebound. It's pulled down, and there's a foul with 3 seconds left. Kokomo has the ball.
I think the finally came down to Greg knew he had to shoot the base.
63 to 62. First free throw attempt is good.
All the Kokomo players are back down court on defense. They have no one at the free throw line, so you see four players with white jerseys underneath and all the blues in the backcourt.
He hit this one, it's all over. The free throw's good, and that's ball game's history. 65-62 the score.
Yeah, Tipton just at the timeout. They're going to give it one last hit. Makes it.
They do a much better job off their defensive backcourt tonight if they hope to stay in it. Yes, they are. Smith, and the toss-up is made. The tap is controlled by Kokomo. Mike Wilson with the basketball to Matt Mitchell, now to Brian Reeves. Let's check out the defense. Broncos open up man-to-man defensively. Reeves driving left side, goes to Wilson on the left wing. Wilson pump faking inside, lobs it down to a low post to Mark Smith. His baseline jumper, good. For the big one, Mark Smith got inside. He was sandwiched in around the baseline, but was still able to get a shot to go. Here's a steal by Reeves. Brian faking back, now has the ball stripped loose, but he gets it back and goes to Hogan. Local basketball off the steal moments ago by the sophomore Reeves. Reeves down the dribble across the timeline, hounded out front by Crowley, bounce pass to Hogan on the right side. Hogan sets up Mitchell, Matt on a drive, will Sapp will pop one up, and in a glass basket, counts to be fouled. So a good start tonight for Kokomo, the field goal by Mark. He continues to throw up blanks from the free throw line. Back quickly is another steal by Reeves. Reeves racing back, one-on-one, goes down to the baseline, is cut out, brings it outside to Hogan. Ryan lost the handle of the ball, it's knocked out of bounds. The last touch by Lafayette Jeff. So the Broncos haven't even got a shot away yet. A couple of sloppy passes down court. And Reeves has 2 steals, and Kokomo ball with the Cats up 4-0. Hogan looking, comes in bounds to Reeves, right of the free throw circle.